What's up guys, it's Starfield Dad back with another video. And what if I told you in New Atlantis there's a way that you can get unlimited amount of credits, unlimited amount of items, resources, all within a few minutes, and it's very easy, very quick, but I will tell you it's a bit of an exploit. So if you're not into that, I understand completely, but if you are, stick around because this is super quick, super easy, and depending on how fast you are, you can get millions of credits within a few minutes. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now for this glitch, you're going to want to go to the Mast district in New Atlantis. Now you can get there however you want. I actually came from the residential district, so I just took the train back just to show you that it said Mast on the train. Now once over here, you're going to be looking for a specific building. The building, the easiest way I can describe it, is that it is to the right of the Gal Bank building, especially if you have the Dream Home trait. That's where you go to obviously investigate that and see how much you owe. But that building's kind of got a pointy nose with a tree or ivy at the top, and near the top you will see a square that has got ivy and whatever all over it. Now I don't know if this matters, but I usually have my companion, if there's one with you, to wait there because I don't want them to jeopardize or mess up anything in this exploit. But once doing that, if this tree is spawned in there, which I have had it where it is not spawned before, just reload in and it should be there the second time. Now I will admit right here I had a little bit of a trouble getting on this ledge, and you might too depending on what kind of boost pack you have. So the secret I found was to jump on this little branch right here on the wall that technically puts you underneath of the ledge you're trying to get to, but it's very simple to jump off of that and then boost pack up. Once you figure that out, which it took me an increasingly amount of time to figure this out, you're on the ledge, you'll hop up there with only a couple boost packs, and before you know it, you'll grab the ledge and you're there. So going forward from here, like I said, we're going over to that square, and there's no trick or anything different you got to do. You just got to go over this branch, and literally it takes you right down into under the map. I mean, it's as simple as that. There's nothing fancy, nothing secretive crouching you got to do. You're there, you're under the map. Now we just got to know the right way to go. Once you drop down, if you turn to the left, you'll see what looks like to be the different stores and stuff like that above you. And that's the direction you want to head. You're going to see what I like to call is the frames of glass in the distance there to know that you're going in the right direction. Now you will hit some invisible walls if you don't stay close to the edge. So make sure you get close to this rock ledge and just walk as close to it as you can. You don't need to jump off of it yet. And in case you're wondering, you can use your boost pack as much as you want down here. It really doesn't affect anything as long as you don't boost pack high enough to go up into the map again. But once you keep scaling the side of this rock wall, you'll come to this point to where you'll see what I like to call dashes in the glass, as you can see in front of me. I don't know what they technically are, but that's just a good point to know that's where you need to head. And when you get to the ledge of that, you're going to see the vegetation, the trees. You're just going to drop right down. Don't land on it, but you'll go completely to the bottom of the rock map. And, again, use your boost pack there. And now you are right where you want to be. And straight ahead of you, you'll see the first chest, which is the Terra Brew Company, I believe it's called. It doesn't have a lot in here, but she does have 1,500 credits, plus all of those Terra Brews if you did want to take them. Now, I will remind you that there's going to be a lot of material and resources coming up, so think about that with what you're carrying and how you're going forward, but I'll show you a workaround on that too. But from there, simply go right and around the buildings and just follow it around, stay to your left, and you'll come up to your next chest. Now this one was kind of tricky to get. I had to crouch in order to get it. I could not stand up and pick it for whatever reason, but once you crouch, you'll see that this person has far more credits, plus far more items you can steal. Now, not to be confused, which some people were, stealing and having contraband items are two separate things. The reason I like this chest the most is it has a ton of ammo from this business, plus about 5,000 credits, and then a ton of materials for outpost building. If you played Starfield much and tried to outpost build, you do know that these materials can cost a lot to either make or buy, so this is a very useful chest if you want to jump into outpost building right off the bat. Now she does have a gun that I'm not going to take in this tutorial. It's a really great pistol with a laser sight, and once you do take that, it does not respawn. Everything else does, but it does not. Now, as you can see here, I was already over encumbered, so I had to go to my new items and take some of the shipbuilding part and knock it off. I don't need it currently, plus this is only for tutorial purposes, so I wanted to show you the quickest routes to go and what you can achieve. Now, even if you do get over encumbered, you can still do a trick where you point your gun and aim, and you can walk faster than you can normally walking. It does take you a while to get back to your ship, but as you can see here, once you leave that chest, you're just going to keep following the path around to the left again, and you're going to look for the shipyard. Now, after that, I went to the right, and that was my first mistake because I thought I was going to that part of the shipyard. But once you drop down to the map, you'll see the ramp, and you know you're going in the right place. Plus, in the distance, you can easily see the chest. Now, this chest is where the big money is. Now, it's a little tricky to get up there to grab it. You can technically jump and just smash A until it picks up on it, but there's a reason we want to get close to it, and I'll show you why in just a second. But once you get up here, this chest is going to have roughly 83,000 credits. It has changed on me a couple times in the past, but it's been between 75 and 85,000 credits. Now, the reason I said we wanted to get as close as we can because the gentleman who sells and repairs ships is right above us. And there's an important thing we're going to do with these credits to maximize how much credits you get on each run. And I want to show you all here, if you didn't see it earlier, I have about 222,000 credits roughly before I picked up those first few small ones, and you'll see I'll have well over 300,000 with this exploit. And the reason I say you should have a decent amount of credits going in is because it can make this next step easier. So once you jump up randomly and smash A to get his attention, you can go in and view the ships he's selling. Now, the cool thing about this is that if you have the credits, buy all the ships you can, or at least the most expensive ship. And that here being the shield breaker, which is roughly 200 and some $1,000. I can't remember the exact amount here. Viewed away from it here. I hate that I did. Oh, there we go. 279,425 credits. Now I bought that. Now what we're going to do as soon as we get done buying that, we're just going to exit out of him, literally turn right around to the chest, and our credits we just paid him will be in there. So now we've got that ship that has a ton of cargo space, great weapons, and easy to upgrade. Now we have all of our money back, and we go in and keep buying ships or upgrades, whatever we need, and then just keep buying the money back from the chest, or excuse me, getting the money back from the chest. Now, obviously this only works until you have all the ships, and then you're kind of out of luck on that point, but you're getting all these ships that you can sell down the road if you need to, or make upgrades or repairs, whatever you need, and all that money goes right into that chest. Now, again, this is not a cheat per se, more of an exploit, and I don't know who first originally found it. I would love to give him credit. But once you're done here, all you have to simply do is just keep jumping up, and you'll go right up through the wall right in front of it. There's no secret, no backlog, no save and exit kind of thing. You just keep jumping up, and you'll eventually be right up by your ship again. And the reason this is valuable is because we're going to be right here at our ship. If you're over encumbered, and it did take you a while to go over there, you can go right to your ship, offload everything you need to in the cargo, and you're done. Now, of course, these chests do repopulate very quickly, but what I found to do, and I don't have it in this video, the gameplay, but if you go into the Sol system and go to Venus, and either in your ship when you're on the ground, just sleep or sit for 24 hours, the time difference for Venus, even though it's in our own solar system, is 1 hour is 100 hours of the universal time. So therefore 24 hours is roughly 2,400 hours of universal time. And it only takes you very quick to do that. And the best part about this is that you will have every vendor reset in the galaxy, let alone New Atlantis. Then all you have to simply do is go back to New Atlantis, repeat the process, and get all the credits over again and items. And if you're quick enough by doing this, every hour you can get anywhere between 1 to 2.5 million in credits, not to mention all the resources that you need for outpost building and items and ammo. So if you found this video useful, helpful, entertaining, anything, and you plan on trying it, let me know how it works out for you in the comments below. And if it did help you, obviously a like and subscription would be greatly appreciated. But until next time, guys, this has been Starfield Dad. We'll see you Starside. Ad Astra.